And good morning. This is actually Social Studies and Science this morning. We are going to begin with our Social Studies practice book. And you need to turn to page 23. Page 23.
Hi, Mom.
Okay. There we go. David Creppy and Sod, put your cameras on, please. Your cameras are off. Your mics are on. Mute your mics and put your cameras on. Sod and David Creppy.
Miss Wetzel, what page is this in? I just got here.
I put it in the chat.
But like what book? What book?
Social Studies, PA Geography book.
I have no idea where that is.
It looks like this. Well, you got to keep it all together, man. I don't know what to tell you. You'll have to write your answers down on a piece of paper until you find it. Okay, so I want to start today with seeing if you had any questions about your project. Some of you got started right away on your PA region.
Actually, I am done. I'm done.
Well, that's good. But Brooklyn, when you hold it. What's going on today? You can't talk as soon as you unmute your mic. You have to wait till I call on you because it'll be too many talking at one time. Sod and David Creppy, your cameras are off.
They are?
I was doing something.
Okay, well, now I can see you. Okay, so with your PA regions Google Slides, does anybody have any questions or concerns? Brooklyn says she has hers done. Brooklyn, what did you want to say?
Could I share it?
No, we're not sharing it today. It's what did I put for the due date? The 12th?
No, 10th.
What day was it that it was due?
10th.
Okay.
No, it was due the 12th.
Okay.
Mine says the 10th.
But yeah, I think it was the 12th. But if you want to, we could like present one each day. If you get it done and you want to present early, that would be great. And then we can make sure we get them all in. So if you want to check over it, Brooklyn, make sure you have it the way you want it because I'm going to grade it the way you present it. Okay. So
Yep,
just make sure you check over it.
I will.
Check over. Okay. Check over tonight, Brooklyn, and then you can present tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. David N., thank you for waiting. Go ahead.
I noticed that you sent the time capsule letter due on Wednesday. Is that a good
The rough draft, yes.
Oh, the rough draft, not the actual thing.
Yes, because I want to edit with
I
you.
can make both the rough draft and the actual thing in Google Docs.
Yes. I gave a Google Doc in there that you can type on.
Okay.
If anybody is done today with their timeline letter, I will, when I'm in my office hours at 2 o'clock, I'd like to edit with you because I'll have to edit with each one of you individually. So if you finished your letter, come in at 2 o'clock and we'll edit it and see if there's any changes that we're, any polishing up we need to do. Okay? Is there anybody interested in doing that? Because what I'm going to do is assign you times to edit with me. So if you get it done during office hours, you won't have to have a time assigned. So is there anyone interested in meeting me today at 2 o'clock to edit their letter? Unmute your mic if you would like to. David Creppy, didn't you say yours is done?
My time capsule, yeah, and my project.
Do you want to come in at 2 o'clock today and we'll go over yours?
Nah.
Brooklyn? You do?
I
Maybe.
sent my time capsule to you because I didn't really have time to come in. So
You need to, did you put it in the right place though in your Google assignments?
Oh, yeah,
So they're all okay.
Yeah.
Come on if you want to come in. Okay, page 23 is a review of our regions. I hope it's going to be a little hard because it's been a while since we did the regions. Yash, I'm going to talk to Mr. Gilger if you do not stop chatting. Why are you doing that? Unmute your mic, Yash.
Because Brooklyn keeps saying, check your email, check your email, check your
Oh,
email.
no, I only
Check
said
your email
one.
for what?
I only said one.
Check your email for what?
I don't know. She keeps on telling
Nothing.
me.
I was just talking to
Excuse
you.
me. After I say record, there is no chats, none. You shouldn't be chatting at all. And Brooklyn, you've been doing it all morning. You're in every chat in every classroom. And you too, Yash and David Kreppy. Do not chat after we start recording. That is the rule. Got it? Do not chat after we start recording unless for some reason I ask you to.
Where are we?
Okay, page 23. The first question, did you find your book, Gavin? Well, then get a piece of paper and you're going to need to, write this down. The first question is, this region is covered with more forest than any other region. You need to go back over your pages, looking at the regions. Which one is covered with more forest than any other? Check page 19. Go back and forth to page 19. That will help you. Look at page 19 and then look through the parts. So looking at it, where do you think, which one of those regions do you think has the most forest? And then look on the page we read about them.
Well,
Brooklyn, you think you have an answer? Your camera's off, Brooklyn. David Kreppy, your camera's off.
yeah, mine flickered off.
I don't. David Summer, you're off. Your camera's off. Gavin, Connor, where are you? Oh, okay. I see you now. Okay. Anybody find it?
Yeah, I have.
What did I miss?
God, you got to open that book. Go to page 19 and go to page 20. Find the one that has the most forests. Gavin, would you want to answer, Gavin?
No, I'm asking what did I miss?
I don't know. I didn't know you were gone. Did you get knocked off?
No, I had to grab a piece of paper.
Yeah, it's
Is she saying something? He's on mute.
He's on. You're on mute.
Miss Wetzel, you are on mute.
How did I get on mute?
Because you
No
did.
clue.
A fluke. Okay, David Kreppy, which one of those regions has the most forest? Wow, I think we're going to have to do this for homework. You're not, I see all your eyes. Nobody's looking in the book.
Ridge and Valley.
I can do it.
No, it says a ridge is a ridge valley has long, narrow chains of mountains and hills. Well, there's a lot of mountains and hills. Which one says it has covered with forest more than
Pigmont.
Piedmont is let's see, the Piedmont is well known for its farming and soil. So no, I wouldn't say forest would be it.
Erie or like Allegheny.
Well, now you just guessed them all, baby.
It's Allegheny. It's Allegheny.
Allegheny. Go to page 20.
It's Allegheny.
Allegheny said this region has many rivers and streams and cuts through narrow, deep valleys. In many places, it has thick forests covering the land. So number one is correct. Allegheny has more forest than any other region. The next question. Most of this region is covered with homes and businesses. So looking at page 19, which one do you think is more highly populated? David N?
Atlantic Coastal Plain, I believe, because Philadelphia is there.
Yes, Philadelphia, that area is very highly populated. So number 2, the answer would be the Atlantic Coastal Plain. Number 2 is Atlantic Coastal Plain. Number 3, some of the best soil in the United States is found here. Unmute the mic if you want to answer.
Piedmont.
Piedmont, that's right. I just read that. Piedmont. The Piedmont is well known for its farming. Some of the best soil in the United States is found here. Number 4, this region is part of an old lake bed. That's a tough one. What do you think? This region is part of an old, David N., go ahead.
Erie Plain.
Erie Plain, you're right. When you think about it.
If you just use common sense, it's near a lake, and naturally it's going to be higher up. And if you have to think about this with common sense too, like with
Right.
like, the most forest.
And if you go to page 20 and look at number 1, it says, locate the very narrow Erie Plain on the map. It is located in the northwest part of our state. Millions of years ago, the Erie Plain was part of a lake bed. This plain has flat land with low elevations. Okay, so that's where it is. Number 5, this region is well known for its flat land.
River Valley.
Geez, I didn't even get the question out. That is correct. Flat land between mountains is Ridge and Valley. And that's the area where we live. Okay, number 6. This region covers the greatest area of land. Okay, you can look at page 19 and see which one covers the greatest amount of
Allegheny
land.
Plateau.
Allegheny Plateau. All right, I agree. Number 7. This region is known as the Snow Belt region. Where do we get the most snow? Let's have somebody else answer, David. You've been doing a good job. I appreciate it, but let's get Yash Yash, are you even looking at your book, Yash? I don't see you looking at your book. I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am.
Okay, so how about this one, Yash? Number 7, this region is known as the Snow Belt region. Where do you?
Erie Plain.
You're right. Very good. Common sense. Erie Plain. I think it says number 3 on page 20. Because of the lake, the Erie Plain has cool summers. Its winters are cold and snowy. In the winter, this area is known as the Snow Belt region. That means it gets a lot of snow. During the hard winter, storms can drop more than 90 inches or 7.5 feet of snow on the ground. Because of the lake and the moisture in the air, it does cause a lot more precipitation. Number 8, ocean ships can be seen traveling close to this region.
Erie Plain.
Nope. Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, Miss Wetzel. I didn't hear you for the last one.
Number 8. We're on number 8, Connor.
I know,
Ocean-
but I didn't hear you for number 6 or 7.
Number 6
Number
is
6 is Allegheny Plateau.
Number 7
Number 7 is
Erie.
Erie Plain.
Sorry, I can't hear you because he was trying to talk the same.
Is it,
Please,
wait, is
I
it,
can't hear anybody talk.
Everybody mute your mic. I am answering him, not everybody else. It's Connor. Number 6 is Allegheny Plateau, and number 7 is Erie Plain. Now we're on number 8, and I saw somebody wave their hand. Saad, was that you?
Yep.
Go ahead, Saad.
The Atlantic Coastal Plain.
Atlantic Coastal Plain. If you look at page 22, number 3 with the star by it. Philadelphia, our state's largest city, is located on the Atlantic Coastal Plain. Philadelphia is a port city that handles ocean-going ships. Ships travel to and from the Atlantic Ocean by the way of the Delaware River. Okay. Number 9. So number 8 is Atlantic Coastal Plain. Number 9. This region. Please let me finish the question, David, and you need to wait till I call on you, buddy. Number 9. This region is known for its gentle rolling hills. And Ridge and Valley is incorrect. Which one had they talked about gentle rolling hills? I'm muting my Taryn. Taryn, go ahead and answer, Taryn. Taryn Heinzelman. Taryn. Taryn. Hello, Taryn. Taryn Heitzelman, are you there? You can't hear me. So
I
go
have
ahead.
my caption though, but I cannot hear you.
Piedmont. Piedmont.
Okay, there you go. Sorry. Piedmont is correct, Sod. In number 1 on Piedmont, it says travel southeast from the Ridge and Valley, locate the region called the Piedmont. This area has gentle rolling hills. So that's the Piedmont. Number 9 is Piedmont. Number 10, this region has the highest elevation in the state. Unmute your mic if you'd like to answer. Okay, well, kind of look over. Which one has the highest elevation? Sod?
Allegheny Plateau.
Allegheny Plateau is correct. Each mountain has been given, on page 21, it tells about the Allegheny Plateau. Each mountain has been given a separate name. In the southwest part of the state, Mount Davis rises from the Allegheny Plateau to more than 3,000 feet. This is our state's highest point, 3,000 feet. Okay. Number 10 is Allegheny Plateau. Number 11, besides the Erie Plain, this region has the lowest elevation. Besides the Erie Plain, this region has the lowest elevation. Which one has the lowest elevation? Sod's taking over today. You're in the zone today, Sod. What is it, Sod? Yeah, David Summer, wake up, man.
I think it's Atlantic Coastal Plain. No, Piedmont.
Yeah,
Oh,
Atlantic Coastal Plain. It's correct. Number 11 is Atlantic Coastal Plain. Number 12.
I cannot hear you.
Well, turn your captions on.
Okay. But
I'm turning it on and off, but I have it on.
Mrs. Wetzel, if he can hear you, if he just said okay.
Yeah.
because I just
right.
checked my
No.
volume and it was down.
Number 12. This region has the second highest elevation in the state. So the highest was
I didn't hear the lowest because I just heard Gavin.
Oh my god.
the lowest elevation was Atlantic Coastal Plain. Number 12, this is the second highest. Sod, go ahead. David asked, you better wake up and help us out a little bit. Go ahead.
Piedmont.
No, it would be the Ridge and Valley. Ridge and Valley is a little higher than the Piedmont. If you're going, think about it, Sod. But as you're going from the Allegheny Plateau, you go into the Ridge and Valley and then down to the Piedmont and then lower elevation into Atlantic Coastal Plain. So it slowly, gradually goes down lower.
But it says
Number
because of its more southern location and lower elevations, this region has a milder climate. So it does have lower elevations.
Yeah, but the question is, this region has the second highest elevation. Highest, not lowest.
Oh, second highest. Never mind.
Yeah, number 12 is highest. So yes, you were
That is
right.
lowest.
It's the lowest. Number 13. Most Amish people are located in this region. David S., can you answer that?
Ridge and Valley.
What's going on, David? Do you have your book in front of you?
No, I can't find it. That's the
Oh.
problem.
Oh, that's the problem. David N., can you help? David N., where are you? All I see is your bookshelf. David N., fix your camera. Fix your computer. David N., where are most Amish people located? What region? Now wait, Sod, you're like in the zone, I know. The Piedmont. Number 13, Piedmont. Okay. Number 14, our state's Number 14, our state's second largest city is located in this region. David
Ridge
Krepp?
Valley.
No. What's the second largest city in Pennsylvania?
Philly.
Does anybody know the second largest city in Pennsylvania?
Pittsburgh.
Sod.
Erie.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh is your second largest. Okay.
Wait, I thought it was Erie.
Allegheny Plateau.
Allegheny Plateau. So,
Yes, it's in
no,
Allegheny
the second
Plateau.
largest,
That's what-
first largest city is Philadelphia. Second is Pittsburgh. Third is Erie. And the answer for number 14 is Allegheny Plateau. Okay. David, Gavin, find that practice book and keep it with your other books because we use it quite often in social studies. Okay. Okay. That's all we have time for in social studies. Please get your science book out. Okay, we're going to get started on science. We're starting our new thing. I think I have most of your tests graded. I tried to grade them as quick as I could over the weekend, get them done. I think, let me see. I have a couple yet to do that didn't have theirs in. But I see, do you all have your tests in now? I think you all do. I have a couple more to grade, but you can check in your classroom. And don't forget to check on Rediger because I am putting your grades in Rediger so you can keep track of what you're doing. Y'all did a pretty good job on that test.
I'm not able to access Rediger. I keep on putting in my password, but it won't take it.
Didn't you have that trouble before and then you fixed it?
No, it was something else. It was something different.
No, I think you did, and you talked to Mr. Gilger, and then you were able to get in. So ask your mom.
Yeah,
David, I'm talking to curtains. David N., I'm talking to curtains. Your curtains are in there. All I see are curtains. Just tilt the top of your computer so I can see you. Like this. Tilt this part, and then it moves so I can see you. There you go. Connor, I don't see you either. And Gavin, your camera's off. Okay, we're going to start. This is going to be our last chapter on animals, and we're going to talk about how animals meet their need, and it's on page A32. A32. Okay? All right. So we're going to read over this page today, and you'll have 3 vocabulary words to do in science. The words are environment, climate, and oxygen. Okay? Where animals meet their needs. Is there someone who didn't read and would like to read? David Summers, since you didn't help us out in social studies, can you read page A32? Thank you.
Yes, I can. Where animals meet their needs. Wild animal parks are home to many kinds of animals. All the animals in these parks have some basic needs in common. You learned in the investigation that animals have basic needs for food, water, and a place to live. As you read on, you will find that animals have other needs too. In planning a wild animal park, scientists include an environment for each type of animal. An environment is everything that surrounds and affects an animal, including living and non-living things. All an animal's basic needs can be met in its environment. For a wild animal park, scientists first study each animal's natural environment and observe how the animal meets its needs. Then they can plan a similar environment for the park.
Okay. So they said some of the basic needs. There's really 5 basic needs for animals. What would you say is a basic need that an animal has to have? Give me one.
Shelter.
Food.
Food. They definitely need food. Another
Water.
water. What else?
Shelter.
Shelter. Food, water, shelter. Okay, you're all doing
They
it
don't
right
know.
now. You're going in and out, in and out. So what do you have a need for to do that?
Air.
Air. Mute your mic, Brooklyn. You can't answer them all. So we have food, shelter, water, air. What else? The next one is the next one we're going to talk about. The 5th one is this: the need for the right climate. So did you want to read? You had.
No, I was saying that I already did these words. I already did these vocabulary words.
Why?
Yeah, you said to do them.
Like a long time ago, I
did
did all these words.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, that's right. We did that. I had you do that on Friday.
Do we have to do any more? I only did 3. I didn't do social metamorphosis.
No, that's what I had. That's what I asked you to do.
Only 832 and 833, right?
Yes, that is correct. Okay, well, that's good. Then we'll go over those. The need for the right climate. Who would like to read that?
I don't have them done.
Well, it was in your Friday. Gavin, you didn't have your. Are you checking your Friday? You know to check every single one of your Google Classrooms on Thursday and Friday. There's an assignment every Friday for you to do in every class. You know that, Gavin?
Yeah, but it wasn't even in my classroom.
Oh, yeah, it was. Karen, go ahead and read about the climate.
People plan and build the environments in wild animal parks, but most environments aren't made by the people. Most environments are natural. Deserts are natural land environments. In a desert, the climate is dry all year. Climate is the average temperature and rainfall of an area over many years. Even though deserts get very little rainfall, many plants and animals can live there. A desert has vultures, foxes, snakes, tortoises, kangaroos, rats, and other small animals. Vultures live in nests in cacti, bushes, or small trees. Kangaroo, rats, and foxes live in burrows in the ground. Tortoises and kangaroo rats feed on leaves, fruits, and seeds of the desert plants. Vultures, snakes, and foxes feed on other animals because there is little rainfall. There are few streams or lakes from which to drink. Desert animals get much of their water from the food that they eat. Different animals meet their needs in a tropical rainforest. There the climate is wet, warm year round. Monkeys and hummingbirds live in trees. Jaguars, a type of large cat, hunt along the forest floor.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. So what you find out is that climate is pretty important. An animal has to adapt to its climate. Desert climates are pretty harsh. It is warm, it is hot, and there's very little water. That's why you have animals like the little tiny, what was that mouse? The mouse they talked about, the kangaroo rat. There's a picture on A32. That little kangaroo rat can actually get most of its water from the food that it eats. It's pretty important that I see Yash and Brooklyn and David Creppy are still doing chat. I'm going to have to talk to Mr. Gilger about that. I don't want anybody to get back in tiger jail.
I said it's 10:30 in chat.
What is that?
I said
I said the time, 10:30.
Okay, can I finish up and then I'll let you go. The other thing I wanted to make sure I reminded you about was that even though tropical rainforest is totally different than desert because it's very wet, they're both similar in that they both have very warm temperatures. So different animals have to adapt to different types of things in their environment to survive climate. So climate is an important need, and they need to have a climate that they can survive in. And I don't have any homework for you in science or social studies today or religion. You just have to work on your timeline letter. You have to work on your sentences for Thursday, and you have to work on your region's Google Slides presentation. If you are done with your timeline letter, stop and see me at 2 o'clock and we'll edit. And
I was just saying that I said shelter.
Miss Wetzel, will you put the
Yeah.
words on? Will you put
What
the words in Google Classroom?